folks, welcome back to the Face Off All-Star Season 11 vlogs. Last time I mentioned they were doing something like Wasteland's apocalyptic Mad Max, which, yes, you're right, they are doing apocalyptic style design makeups where they have to make a makeup based off one of the covers they pick, and they have to incorporate 3 pieces of some car parts into their makeups from the trunk that are in front of each one. Everyone did something different, though some people did struggle, and Logan and Adam struggled. Ben and Evan didn't have a concept at first, but everyone was able to get their makeups done. And okay, they did a lot of things differently, but let me talk about the judge. The judges, they were the same, but they had a 4th guest, which was Paul W.S. Anderson, who you don't know is the one who keeps making Resident Evil films. It's not his first time on here. He's been on the show as a judge before, and he was on the Resident Evil Alice in Wonderland challenge a few seasons ago. I might be forgetting some other ones. He might have been a guest judge on. I don't know. But oh dear God. As I get smarter and looking back on Resident Evil films, I used to like the first 3 films. I used to, without even playing the video games, and I look at them now and I'm just like, pass to me, you are an idiot, these are terrible, this is not a good franchise for the films, based on these awesome video games, rethink your life choices. And Resident Evil, those first 3 films won't be for a long time to be on my show, believe me. It was weird having him as a guest judge this time, but this time around, I didn't have a best or worst, mainly because they changed it by having them talk about all their makeups, which, oh dear God, I did this for Monster High, where I talked about all the makeups. I would have to talk about all of them right now. I'm probably gonna have to talk about, I'm gonna have to talk about all of them, but I'm gonna have to make them all short and sweet. So I'm going to try my best to remember which ones are the best and which are the worst, because oh dear God, they did things different and it's going to be insane. First up, let's have Stick and George. They had a design which I thought looked pretty cool. They had a reminiscent of a phoenix, and I thought they did a wonderful job with the burn makeup. It looked incredible, interesting, and I actually would love to see this character in her own comic book series. No joke, I would love to just see a comic book based off her like they did with Tank Girl. And actually all of them had inspiration for Mad Max and Tank Girl when they were making these, so I actually loved it. And Stick and George looked like they had so much fun on, especially when they were having like these fake suit makeup on their face every single time we saw them, and I thought they're having so much fun and they're putting a lot of spirit, and I loved it very much. Tyler and Emily's design, oh dear freaking God, I love it to bits. I love it. It looks amazing. Though I don't like that the judges thought, oh, this doesn't fit the challenge, but you have immunity, and this looks amazing. Paul W.S. Anderson said, this looks like something Clive Baker would do, which, I can't remember him very well, but I look at that, and I look at him, I'm like, it's still badass makeup. You gotta really think that sometimes apocalyptic cannot mean just not Wasteland, but Tyler and Emily have immunity, and they're safe. And I actually like their makeup. I don't care what the judges say, again, because, well, sometimes the judges, I question what they do sometimes, again. Which I question the next one, Ben and Evan. I love the armor. I'm going to say I love the armor. I think it's cool. I don't like their burn makeup. It looks awful. I think Stick and George did a better job with the burn makeup than Evan and Ben did. And I don't know why, but the way that the burn makeup looks had me reminiscent of that 2-parter episode of Criminal Minds, where I cannot remember the name of the episode, but I know it had something to do with butterfly motifs, and he was trying to blame some of this Criminal Minds people, and it was all that, and it had to do something to do with I can't remember, Matthew something's character with his mom, and she was part of it, and she was played by Jane Lynch. His burn makeup reminded me of that character from that 2-parter for the criminal, and it reminded me of that makeup, and I thought that was a weird way they did the burn makeup. It looked like he was like slowly sweating off the makeup. It was too shiny. And this is what it reminded me of. We have Adam and Logan into the bottom, where they had a tough time with a few choices. Logan made a mistake where he put too much dust onto the character and he covered a lot of her tribal tattoos. I like the concept of it. I think even though it looks like it comes from a Mad Max 1980s film, I think she had too much stuff on her. And it was kind of covering her face a bit. I wish they did a little bit better with it. Again, it looks like something from the 1980s Mad Max. It's cool in concept. Execution-wise, I wish they could do a little bit better. Gage and Rachel are on the bottom this time around. And they tried doing something where they had a card piece where they put on the guy's chest, though it made no sense. He was like a gatherer. I actually wish they could have gone more with the concept that actually dealt with that cage that's on front of the car. That would have been super cool. I thought maybe he would have been the prisoner and he still has the cage parts and he's just trying to break free. Maybe he's a prisoner on the car itself and just has pieces of the car. I wish they could have done something with that motif. And his makeup was okay. And oh my god, what is with this season where they're not making the wigs look right? Emily can do the wigs right, and this wig looked terrible. I don't know how many times I've been having wigs that don't look right. This one didn't even look right. It was just ugh. Team Mirwolf with Keegan and Melissa are on the bottom again, and I actually like their makeup, except they could have done a little bit better with like travel makeup and a couple other scars. I love their machine gun arm. I love the machine gun arm. It was cool. They had so much fun working on it, but the judges, they said, oh, this should be weathered down with makeup and fix a few touches. She shouldn't have this here and there. And I agree with them that the makeup for the way it looks like the scars of it should be a little bit different, and it could be with a little bit weathered down. Because remember, in Mad Max Fury Road, Furiosa has the black makeup, but it slowly fades over time because of sweat and the elements, and it makes sense for it to be weathered down, especially from all the Wasteland. So you have that little bit change there. And who is the winner this time around? Sig and George win! Yay! I feel happy they won this round, and I think they deserve it. They had so much fun, and you could clearly tell they had a lot of fun with this, so it's happy. But who's eliminated? There's a twist to this. They decided to give the bottom 3 looks a second chance to do another one last hour looks, to go in and take the judges' critiques and fix their makeups in 1 hour. Like take some, like add things or take things away and a few other things. And they were given a last hour look. And I could say one thing, Rachel committed by taking out a scarf she had and actually destroying her scarf to put on the makeup, because they took the cage thing and put it on top of his head. And I think, look at his head, I'm like, that still does not look right. It looks ridiculous. And we don't know who's eliminated because he did to be continued in next week's episode. No joking, because there was not enough time. We won't find out until next week who is officially eliminated. Yay! Oh, which brings us, what's next week? Well, before my DVR cut out, and I already looked at the title while making the title cards for this show, I found out that what the title is seems we're going to be doing Puppet Masters. When I think by that, my guests are going to do real, like, life-size, like, marionette doll makeups, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm interested to see what's happening, and more importantly, who is saved and who is eliminated. So, next time, folks, for next week, tune in as we find out the questions. Who's eliminated? Who is saved? What more to the challenge with puppets and masters? Will they be puppets on strings? Or am I just quoting a random song? Yeah, I'm just quoting Masters to Puppets because why not? So until next time, I will see you all in the next vlogs for Face Off All-Stars Season 11. Later.